We'll say Pile for Sam and Miracles for Phil, just to differentiate. We'll give chat 5 minutes on that. All right, you got it. Turn 0 games. Okay. All right. Predictions are coming in here. Did I crop this right? Oh, I did. Okay. All right. Ponder to start the game for Phil. Okay. Just checking something.
Tropical Island and cast the
You know what? I really do wish I was able to look at my lifetime win percentage, especially like head to head. Like for example, I'd love to know, just out of curiosity, for example, what is my win percentage against Force of Phil? No idea. It'd be fun to know. Just for laughs, basically. Not even for competitive reasons, or just to have a friendly competition going on. Tribal zombies, yeah. People were liking the tribal deck. Were you able to see against specific players, Kevin? I don't remember that part. I never. I talked about this on a recent stream. I never checked that old Planeswalker Points website. When they got rid of it, I was like, well, I never checked it anyway, so I didn't even know how to log in. I was like, whatever. I don't really do websites that look like they were made in 1997. I just don't go to them. Oh, that's interesting, Kevin. I didn't know that. Well, that would have been fun had I known. I want to know how poorly True Chains did at locals as a kid, personally. That matters. Two Planeswalker points. Is there a place to check now or no? That's all gone now? No clue. All right, so not much has happened yet in this game. A Sylvan Library got blown up. Now just a bunch of cantrips. Ah, I see. It's all dead. Probably with the companion app and all that, something else will be launched at some point. All right, we see a Sylvan Library, an Expressive Iteration, a couple of lands. It looks like maybe a Hold Reacher in hand for Sam. Can't really tell what that fourth-ish card is. Expressive Iteration is the play. Looks like about a minute left for predictions. See you later. Friends in Norway are going to bed now. I get it. If I was in Norway, I would be going to bed now too. If not already. Snow-covered plains. The mana in this deck is crazy. Tapping 3 and Uro. Oh, unfortunately, Sam's graveyard goes off camera, but we'll keep track of it. Yeah, Norwegian part of NYC, exactly. Uh-oh, here comes the band people. Okay, the band people have showed up in chat. They're here to complain. 58% favored for Sam, says chat. Did I say that already? Maybe. All right, Scalding Tarn fetch. Ban talk. Ban Legacy, despite Pack TV. NYC is pretty big, yeah. I don't really live in a Norwegian part of NYC. That was made up. Ban Magic, says Vile to 6. Oh boy. Really good article today on MTG Goldfish from Joe Dyer about unbans in Legacy. Did anybody check that out? Did anybody have any feelings about it? Thoughts? AK felt really good. I've never been to Norway. Yeah, accumulated knowledge just seems a little bit outdated at this point. All right, looks like we're seeing an escape of Uro. Sorry we can't see Sam's graveyard, but that's just how it goes. Usually people put their graveyards on the right side, and whoever puts their graveyards on the left, I mean, these people are just terrible. It's terrible what people do. Uro down. Sorry, Sam. I'm just being silly. Unban balance. I don't know. Balance seems pretty annoying. I don't think I like balance at all. I don't even think I like balance in cube or or anything. Balance is, I'm a hypocrite because balance is in my cube and it feels messed up. Windfall. What's the exact text of Windfall again? I always forget exactly what it says. Discards their hand, then draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards a player discarded this way. That could be interesting. I don't really know about Windfall. It's a sorcery too. Does anybody watching have an opinion on Windfall? I'm unsure. Like I really I'm not the best mind when it comes to combos and stuff like that. So there might be something obvious that just makes that card stupid. So Jace the Mind Sculptor on the table puts Force of Fill ahead a little bit here. That's obviously a card in a control mirror you want to have on the table rather than your opponent. So I'd say the advantage bar is slanted a bit at the... Oh, well, maybe I spoke too soon. All right, so counter spell hits Jace, which brings me to another card that was being discussed in our Discord earlier today as a possible unban. Mana Drain. Does anybody think Mana Drain would be problematic to unban? And if so, why? We have an unbanned Deathrite announced. Goblin Recruiter. Does anybody really say that, Keith? What's up, Keith? That's true, live. Yeah, I'm with you, Lord Darkview. I think it's just because it feels like it's always been banned. It just feels like, whoa, that feels too extreme to unban. But maybe it would be fine. Maybe Mana Drain would be okay. Yeah, I don't really like Mental Misstep. I think that card is just silly. Yeah, isn't Mana Drain also really pricey? There's an Entreat the Angels. X is 4, I believe. Or 5.
How many cards?
I now have 3 cards.
I boarded out 2 of my 8 fast mana pieces in my soldier room.
I don't really do coffee creamer, honestly. I just do some almond milk here and there. I've been having cortados at home. I had an iced cortado this morning, just with almond milk. Yeah, I can't even think of a creamer because I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't really do milk at all. I know there's like vegan creamers, but I just don't even bother. I like coffee black. Am I wrong? I agree, Kevin. Oh, that's not too bad for Mana Drain then, although that would obviously change if it got unbanned. Oat creamer. I think I've tried that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not for unbanning any reserve list cards. They need to go the other direction. Kip, thank you for the thank you for the resub, Kip. 10 months at tier 1. Let's go. Kip is one of our best. I really do appreciate Kip. Been with us for a long time. And huge supporter of the channel. Thank you, Kip. Live, thanks for the follow. Live live. Yeah, you're probably right, Lord Darkview.
I'm gonna float 3 blue and thwart it.
That's unreal. Brimstone?
Yeah.
Thwart.
Wait, you weren't expecting it to work? Bro,
I
come
was
on.
not expecting that. You got it.
All right, game 1 goes to Force of Phil with Thwart getting the KO. Can't wait for spoilers tomorrow. Neither can I. I love spoilers. You can give me spoilers every day. I'll go nuts every time. You want the Thwart deck list? Ask Force of Phil very nicely. Spoilers start tomorrow for Crimson Vow, yeah. I was pretending I didn't know the name of the set earlier. I actually know it. LeParc is dreading spoilers. Oh, boy. There you go. Force of Phil with the deck list right in chat. I think we're going to get a Vampire Thalia. I think that's what's going to happen. Carador, pessimistic about Crimson Vow. What I'm liking too about new editions of cards, new sets coming out is every set now has a commander set, and I just love sifting through those commander cards. Like, of course, the new set is great, but the commander sets, those mini batches of cards that come along with every premier set now, I like digging through those, trying to find some spice. Yeah, Frantic Search could be cool too. I like that. The problem with a lot of the cards that we've talked about so far, like Mana Drain, Frantic Search, Windfall, they're all blue. Luris would go in blue decks. Deathrite Shaman would go in blue decks. Dreadhorde Arcanist would go in blue decks. Like, there's not a lot. Even Astrolabe, Oko, like, so many of the cards that are on the ban list just would get unbanned and go directly right into blue tempo or blue control. Mind's Desire is the only one that is not like that. But I'm not a Storm player, but I find it a little bit, like, I'm hesitant to say that Mind's Desire would make Legacy better in any, like, really noticeable, meaningful way. Like, it can only make Legacy worse, right? Like, am I wrong? Does anybody disagree? Would it be worse? I have no idea. Like, do people like playing with and against Storm? I thought Storm was kind of like a disliked thing in general. I'm not talking about individual people's opinions, but in general, like the Magic community doesn't really like Storm and would rather it goes away. Do I have a correct read on that? Yeah, I think I feel the same way, Force of Phil. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Silky Johnson. No, I'm not saying to ban Storm. I was just saying to, like, improve Storm with unbanning Mind's Desire. Is that worth even thinking about? All right, the Carpet of Flowers on the board here is pretty good for Sam. The mana advantage could lead to some messed up stuff happening here. We'll see how it goes. Just making some mana. Expressive Iteration. Yeah, I think I agree with Flying Compass. Carador with a good point as well. I just don't know if Unbanning Mind's Desire solves any of our problems and like makes Legacy significantly better, or if it just like makes it more annoying. If that makes sense. Yeah, that's so true, Flying Compass. Accumulated knowledge.
Cast this on my stuff.
In response.
Six Sanctuary. This is in response to Endurance.
I'm gonna put counter spell back on it.
Counterspell back on top.
Cast accumulated knowledge for 2.
I see sorcery creature.
Yeah.
Now is I was at 19. I will take
You're
7.
held that now, but before the iteration, right?
Yes.
You love to involve.
Still thinking about Endurance. Endurance still in the stack.
I have you at 18, by the way.
GG.
I have the fire in hand.
No, that's fine.
Counterspell on Endurance. Alright, so fighting over the Endurance that was cast on end step to protect Phil's graveyard, which basically just has accumulated knowledges in it. Yeah, it sucks to have your deck banned, Flying Compass. Shark Typhoon resolves. That can't be good for Force of Fill.
Now, granted, you can get got by Blood Moon if you're not playing around Blood Moon, even if your deck becomes like Blood Moon.
Yeah, challenge. Yeah, I guess prison.
Yeah, like
Chalice
Go ahead.
or just be-
there are like prison openings are like Chalice on 0, Chalice on 1, and then the next round reroll, and it's like
People are talking about chalices in the background. Can you believe these people? Yuck, right? Chalice? I play some chalices.
5 green.
5 green.
Paradox sound.
as
Trigger.
dumb as it is, Bone Crusher Giant.
Phil has to pick up the card. Too spicy even for Force of Phil. Paradox Zone. There we go. Too spicy even for Force of Phil. Look at that. Mix a fractal token with equal to the number of growth counters on it at your beginning of your end step. Starts with 2 and then doubles every turn. So you first you get a 2/2, then you get a 4/4, then you get an 8/8, then you get a 16/16, etc. Really good in the control mirror as Paradox Zone. And gets a shark out of it as well. I dig it. Spicy. counterspell on. Oh wait. Okay. There's the fractal token for Sam. That little bee.
Make 16 power.
Yep.
Okay.
And I also.
Yeah, but in the third game, you didn't really have a super muddy draw, which was game. Yeah, third.
All right, we'll have to take a look at the Discord between games. We got a couple of posts in there.
I went to Mulligan. Yeah.
Just ready to go.
I'm over here thinking I was spicy with Thwart, and you bring Paradox Zone.
Having the spirit cards, I was going to use it.
Phil talking about I thought I was spicy with Thor, but you brought Paradox Zone. A lot of spice.
The next one, like if that day's never been there. It's not just the turbo. I'm wondering. Yeah, I think I should have brought it in. If I were to play you again, I'd definitely bring in the Sir.
I think
I think Zerda is safe to unban. Honestly, I'm not sure. I really don't know. I feel like it's probably not because of Grim Monolith.
Yeah.
Sure.
So.
5
Yeah, I
blue.
mean, that's why the next game I'm going for a second one. Yeah, the adventure card.
Yeah.
Really good cards.
Base.
You know what? You know, Torb is a $20 card now.
Is it? That.
Because it's all the elementals
Sorry.
I am actually.
Prismatic ending. How many cards?
Two cards.
Prismatic ending on 1 angel, 3 angels left.
It's crazy how like the most random cards are insane. Like,
That's true, Vial to 6.
it is so good. Lavinia. Like you can build a deck around Lavinia.
Your
That's
deck
how
has
good
so
she
much
is.
disruption.
Yeah.
So many ways. You have the artifacts.
Plus 2 you.
You have the source of cloud here. You have like
insanely powerful.
Fate Seal to the bottom. I almost said Foretell. Imagine I didn't know the name of this obscure future sight mechanic. Fate Seal. All right. Fractal token number 2. This time it's a 4/4. And that one's a little ant or something. I like these tokens that Sam has. Oh, it's a Jolly Bee. Sam's tokens are very unique, very special. Both players choosing not to play authentic Wizards of the Coast tokens, but I think we're gonna let these pass. All right, Entreat goes back on top after Mystic Sanctuary. A little bit off camera there. Hornet Queen tokens. Okay. Samaritan, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Unexpectedly absent on Jace.
I think it's good.
So X is here, and it's X below the top, so it'll be third from the top.
You lose half your life, round it up, casting it.
I am going to pass it.
Do I have to play around Grog?
Okay, so unexpectedly absent tucks Jace third from the top.
I play a lot of tests, but I mean, Brian Cook is doing
Blocks the fractal with Snapcaster to chump. Hype Train Conductor Side Norna says Force of Phil is using Digimon cards for what? Yeah, I don't know, Side Norna. Don't know. All right, here's the 8/8 fractal coming down here. Lots of angels on Force of Phil's side, though. Looks like 7 total angels. That's going to hit pretty hard. But Sam does have a 5/5 shark. And there are now 8 growth counters on Paradox Haze. Attacking for 12. All right, looks like a swords hit an angel there. Phil gained 4 life. Not sure why that wasn't added to the life total, but yeah. Overpaid ending? Yeah, trying to get a bigger shark. Is that what you mean?
Perfect for Electro.
Snapcaster for Force of Phil.
Really felt possible. Ending is really solid.
All right, so Phil should have 4 more life, I believe. Or was that prismatic ending? Now I'm not sure. Prismatic can only go to 5. But you can pay any amount for X, right? Yeah, you can pay 12 for X. You can just get up to 5 mana value. Player drawing up for game 3.
Yeah.
That's true, Wired Marine. Pay 21 and block Merit Rage all day. All right, we got to look at Sam's hand there. I didn't get to see everything.
Paradox Zone.
That card's cool.
Yeah, Legacy Powerhouse staple.
I own 4 of them.
It's awesome.
I was telling Force of Phil there off camera that I own 4 Paradox Zones. I do. Those are my big long-term spec Paradox Zone. I'm hoping it catches on. That's why I'm putting it on the channel. Sylvan Library for Sam. That's a good start. Let's see if it gets hit.
I have my fractal tokens ready to go, too.
Like, I feel like if I blow my load, like,
Phil fetching a planes. Let's see. Oh, thinking about fetching again? No. Yep, the accidental double fetch. Slams a Tundra and unexpectedly absent. Let's see. Looks like it got Force of Negation. Force of Negation pitching a blue card. I couldn't see what it was. Looks like maybe a Force of Will. Sylvan Library trigger here. We see an Uro in hand for Sam. Only drawing... Oh, he's going to draw 2 cards. And ponder.
The key thing is that it's 10 damage to make, so it's 2 turns. So there.
Casual Jake, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. We're here jamming some Legacy, running through some Legacy from the LGS. Thank you, Casual Jake. Yeah, you can't hit Shark Typhoon with Prismatic Ending. We were saying that you can create a shark with Shark Typhoon. If you own Shark Typhoon and cast Prismatic Ending for infinite, you will create an infinite shark. Sorry if that was confusing. Don't know much about Legacy, but glad to check it out. Awesome. What were you playing on your stream? Now I'm curious.
Yeah, and that massive.
But yeah, just think of glacial tabs on.
Yeah, oh, I don't remember what the
Expressive iteration.
So,
Sure.
glacial cast. And then honestly, like, the deck, like,
Paper Popper on webcam. Very cool. We got some Popper players hanging out here. Right, that's true, Kevin. Did I say Pioneer? I meant Popper. Or oh, you meant Pioneer. Okay. I don't know. Casual Jake, thanks for the follow.
It's all I ever think. The number of artifacts that
right.
Yeah, the mop format seems great.
I'm taking a lot
Jace gets
of-
instantly countered. Fetch and response from Sam. Really think I might buy into Acererak Allurin. Do it. The deck is good. In time, I hope that Pioneer won't need any help. I think it'll bounce back over the long term. This Legacy event is in New York City at Game Storia, a shop in Queens, borough of Queens. You're gonna sell out of Allurin so you don't have to buy Acererak? That seems like the wrong direction to be going.
I'm at 12.
I mean, I've multiple times.
Drop.
What's the, is that like a
All iteration.
Is that like a force wall?
No, no force.
Did it have the blue support even?
I don't think so.
Expressive iteration, the card's good.
Like 1 mana, counter magic in the board, maybe.
Yeah.
Sam quite a bit ahead now with Sylvan Library and Uro on the board. Back to basics.
You got me, bro. I'm sitting here with a handful of lands.
Having played a lot of the
All right, Force of Phil's going to scoop that one up.